IFAD, I would like to sincerely thank AFA, Asian Farmers Association, ILC, International Land Coalition, IARNO, the People's Campaign for Agrarian Reform Network, and the ACI, the Stockholm Environment Institute for co-organizing, inviting us, and managing this important virtual regional forum on sustaining family farming in Asia through inclusive farmer-driven approaches. As already mentioned during the opening session and during all this forum, no need today to remind strategic importance to support the family farming models if we as a global community would like to ensure sustainable food production, especially at national level. And we have seen that, the importance of that with this COVID-19 pandemic situation, but also to ensure and fulfill balanced environmental and social and cultural traditional family farm functions. But to succeed, the family farming business model needs to be clear and supported by policy and investments in order to guarantee that all these existing small family farm households, as well as all these rural young people arriving in their professional life, will be able to live from their hard work in a decent way today and in the future. So thanks again for all of you for the rich debate and passionate exchanges during that topic during this forum. A few remarks after these 2 days. First, on the need of evidence-based policy that need to be developed at national and regional level. This policy needs to protect, support, expand the business family farm models. This policy will provide at regional and national level the legal framework to promote, secure, facilitate, access to land for young and women, for rural vulnerable households, which are the main target group of IFAD, limit the exposure of the climate or the market risk with insurance or livelihood recovery funds, facilitate the access to market, especially on domestic local supply as well as exportation sites, facilitate negotiation on win-win partnership, public-private partnership mainly, implement fair legal taxation conditions for FOs, access to information as well, training, economic services for farmers. These policies have to be jointly negotiated between government and the partners, FO, civil society donors, and agreed under a national framework to be financed and implemented. So let us work jointly, hands in hands, country by country, through the UN DECAD Family Farm National Action Plan. This joint action plan should be our only policy roadmap for the next 10 years, where all organizations would focus their energy, knowledge, capacity. Working with government is key. It is not an option. No policy will be implemented if governments are not convinced and not pushing for the implementation of these policies. Not working together is not an option as well. Working together will be the key of the success. Once a policy will be adopted, the investment at national with external support will be facilitated. IFAD will help bridge and connect FOs and government through involvement in IFAD-supported country project. We have already some example in Philippines with Rapids, in Mongolia with PMPMD, in Pakistan with ATGB, in Sri Lanka. We are counting on you to develop more and more collaboration. IFAD will support you on all that topic and for the development of the UN DFF National Action Plan. As you know, IFAD is fully committed and ensure jointly with FAO, the Secretariat of the UNDFF International Steering Committee. Under the ASEAN Pacific Farmer Program, a regional program of IFAD, IFAD is also supporting farmers' organizations in all Asia and Pacific region, from the ASEAN, SAARC, Pacific countries, but also Central Asia countries. So again, I would encourage us to work together. We under APFP work to increase the credibility of the AFO at both levels, farmers level and government level. For farmers, it is important to have a real and significant economic services a real difference in terms of incomes if you are in or out of the farmer movement. So business plan, public-private partnership, co-financing with IFAD-funded project, partnership with other institutions are initiated in countries like Mongolia or Laos or other countries. Let's continue to the work together. Real efforts are also needed, representing a critical mass of small farmers with identified voice, representing clear and economic policy, investment, expectation or request. So altogether, we will be stronger and more legitimate to advocate, convince the government if we want the policy to be adopted. The business family farming model, its current constraint and ongoing future advantage need to be understood by the decision maker at government, parliament level in order to initiate today the change of tomorrow. I am optimistic. I think the debate were rich, and when we know what we want, we have the first element to succeed. Again, let us join our effort and finalize as soon as possible all this national UN-Decade Family Farm Action Plan, and let us meet again once done for the financing and implementation. Thanks again for your attention, and congratulations to the organizer and to the participants for all the rich debate. Thank you very much.
Ang pamilyang magsasaka.